Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hey friend, my name is Kiryaoni. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified on each and every single one of my uploads. So today you guys, we are going to be putting up some LEDs. We need some ambiance in our apartment. If you have been following me for some time, you would know that I have been doing some DIYs. I've been doing a DIY apartment series where I make home decor because, listen, your girl's a college student and stuff furnishing an apartment is not cheap. So I'm gonna show you guys how to put up these LEDs, okay? And they are smart home activated. But listen, if you don't believe me, the proof about to be in, let me show y'all the proof is in the pudding, okay? Hey Google, turn on living room light.
Okay, turning the living room on.
Alright, so yeah, you guys, it is smart home activated, okay? We not playing no games. And with my technique of like matching, you know, the way that I did this, your smart home, at least for Google Home, she can control it and she can also change colors as well. Hey Google, turn living room light dark green.
Alright, changing the living room to dark green.
Okay, now it is daytime and the LEDs that I'm using, honestly, no, they're actually decent. I also have studio lights as well, so it kind of like washes it out, and it's also daytime, so we have multiple lights, you know, interfering. So the color isn't coming off dark green, but it is in real life. So don't mind that. But yes, you guys, you can control this with your voice, and you can change the colors and do all that other stuff. So yeah, you guys, if you want to know how to put up LEDs the right way and not just have bare LEDs on your ceiling, do it affordably while also having it all controlled with your voice, then keep on watching. All right, you guys, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. The first thing we're gonna do is start off with our chamber that's going to house our LEDs. So I got these off of Amazon, and I believe this is the L bracket shape. They have like a U shape, U bracket shape, which is essentially just it laying flat. But I got this bracket because, as you can see, there is an angle. So it puts the LEDs at an angle. I'm putting these LEDs in my living room / dining room area. My living room area does not have any type of built-in lighting, so I wanted to make sure that the LEDs were projecting outward so that it can cover a good space in a good area and light up the whole room. So we're going to first prep our walls. You guys, you know, always prep your walls with alcohol, and then afterwards we're going to put our command strips on. Now my command strips were too thick because I was putting the strips on top. I did like a test to see if I liked them on the top or if I liked them on the back, and I decided the top was the easiest, and I thought it looked the best to kind of match up the brackets side by side. But with using the command strips, they are too thick for this. So what I did was I cut them in half. That's what I did. If you guys aren't comfortable doing that, you can definitely use like mountain tape, all that other stuff. I just wanted something I could literally just pull off and then pull the tab and it be done and not have to be, you know, super tedious. So that's what I did. I ended up finding some different tape that you guys can use, so I'm gonna link that down in the description box if you want to use that as well. So now we have to get to the end of the wall, so I put them up and I got to the other side of the wall and I needed to cut it, so I used some wire cutters. If you guys have like a saw or all that other stuff, go ahead, but listen, I'm working with what I got, and so I used those, and I used a metal file to sand it down just to make sure that it's not super sharp, because we definitely do not want that. So go ahead and sand it down, and then we're going to use that to fit it into the corner. So with this one, with the last piece, I just put one command strip, one half of a command strip on the middle of the bracket that I cut, and then I'm going to stick it up. Now the ones over here, they aren't against the wall, which is fine, because I was putting my command strips on the top anyway, so it didn't need to be flush against a back. So here are the LED strips that I am using, and as I mentioned earlier, my technique is, I guess, a little different in the sense that I'm not using everything that comes in the box. So that's what comes in the box, and this is how the LED strips look like. These are not waterproof. hence the lack of that rubber coating on top. But obviously, you know, we're not putting this in water, so it's not a big deal. So I go ahead, and this is the Kyra's tip of what you should not do that she did and messed it up. So I made the mistake of starting at the end. So I started where the LEDs were going to be seen, where I should have started where the power was going to be plugged in, because I did not have enough, or I actually had too much of the LED. So since I didn't measure it out, I had excess LED that I had to end up going in and trying to fix because I did not measure it properly. So don't start at the end where you want it to end. Start at the beginning. Start at where you're plugging everything up so that you can cut it. You can't cut it the other way around, because if you do, then you won't have anything to have your power supply hooked up to, and then you'll have to solder things, and that's just too much. So don't do that mistake. So anyways, after we do that, I go ahead, and it comes with the frosted covers. They do have different covers. I don't really know what mine is. It's like some frosted something or other. It's some frosted something that basically gives a glow, and you guys will see I turn on my LEDs and it is a glow, and it comes out really, really nice. So make sure that you are pressing very hard, and the frosted casing does have some plastic over it. Just go ahead and peel that off. It's not a big deal. You can keep it on if you want to, but I think it just gives it a much cleaner look if you take it off, but wait until after you put them in. And just a little tip for the technique for putting them in. Put the cover, put it in the bottom first, and then squeeze the top. And when you run your finger over the top edge, it'll just go into place. Because when I first did the first one, you guys see me, I was having some issues, child. But I figured it out, and that's what you guys see me doing right now. Running my fingers across the top after I fitted it in the bottom. And it was looking pretty good. So I did that to the entire wall. And then we're going to light it up. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just cycle through all the different programs that you can use with these LEDs and just messing around with them. But yeah, and so now we're going to get into what I did to fix my mistake that I mentioned earlier. Alright, you guys, so I just wanted to come and show you guys this corner over here, because as I said, I made the mistake of starting on the opposite side and then coming this way. When I cut this piece up here, I figured that the remaining piece would probably fit the rest, and it actually did. So I just used that other piece that I had from it being cut and put it to use here on the side. What I really wanted to show you guys was this right here. So if you guys saw my headboard DIY, I added some LED lights to my bed, and you guys know, if you watch any of my videos, that all of my videos with home decor DIYs, if they have lights in them, they're always controlled by some type of smart home devices. This is the LED controller that I have that allows me to control it via Wi-Fi. This did not come with my LEDs. So the LEDs that are in here, this didn't come with it at all. The LEDs that I use came from Amazon, but it didn't come with this controller. I'm telling you guys this because if you get LED controllers, if you get LED strip lights and you want to control them via Magic Home, or any other Wi-Fi, compatibility, and then hook it up to your smart device, you do not have to look for the LEDs that have this hub. You can buy this separately. So now all of my LEDs are controlled with this, and then I have my LED bulbs that are controlled by one app as well, and then a lot of my other smart home devices go under the same app. Alright, you guys, and now this is how everything looks. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, follow me on my social medias, and I will see you guys next Friday. Peace.
I'm a big city, me. it, make